everybody, it's Dalton. I want to get you updated with what's going on out here at Lake Nacimiento. Today is Wednesday, April the 28th, and got out here this morning, and I got to tell you, things are getting really fun out here, and it just continues to pick up. The bite is really good. Everything is biting. Let me kind of go over a little bit of the conditions and some general information. Water temperatures are I'm going to say a good medium water temperature would be about 65, 66 degrees. I'm back, I think this is Dip Creek here, and it's 69 here right now, but it's got a little warmer out here. So I'd say around 65, 66 degrees. Bass are still spawning out here. I caught some spawners today. There's a lot of post-spawn bass, and I'm sure there's some pre-spawn bass as well. So spawning is going to be going out here for a little bit longer. I've seen it go all the way through the end of May, so they may be spawning a while. Boat traffic is really picking up out here on the weekends, and this weekend coming up it's going to be warm, and I suspect my wife and I are probably going to get out here Saturday, and we're probably going to be running into a lot of boat traffic. But that's just part of when you start getting toward the summer here at Nacimiento, you're going to have a lot of boat traffic. Caught a lot of fish. I think that's my phone. Ignore my phone because I don't want to reach in there and grab it right now. I'll call somebody back. As far as the fishing, the bite is great. If you're a white bass fisherman, now the white bass are incredibly active, but you got to find them. They are moving around a lot. I didn't see them school up as much today, even though I did catch quite a few. There weren't any big schools that I saw. Of course, there's somewhere they're schooling up. I mean, it's a pretty big lake. Somewhere they're schooling up. But they're extremely active. And so what I do if I'm targeting white bass, when I get on the main lake and I'm going in my boat, I'm checking both sides. And I'm looking at the flats, and I'm looking if I can see any bird activity, any chasing shad on the surface, that kind of thing. If I don't see that, I get back in a creek. Whatever creek it is, it doesn't matter. Whichever one I'm closest to, I want to go back to the end of the creek as far back as I can get. And I tend to find some back there, but not every creek is going to produce. Some of the coves were good today, some of the small coves. I was catching spotted bass in some of those coves. And so the spotted bass I was catching shallow. They were from the bank line all the way out to maybe 5 or 6 feet, maybe a little bit deeper, but that'd be about the range. Crappie bite out here is real good. You just got to find them. When you find them, you're going to catch them. And so the fish are biting. All the fish are biting. The shad are real active. Everything is really active out here. The lake is down to about 36%. I checked it last night, so there has been some water let out. And the water clarity looks good. Some areas it's real clear. Some you might run into a little bit of stain. And there might be some cloudy areas because of the boat traffic, but that goes away. But water clarity is really good, and fish are not going to have any problems seeing what you throw. Some recommended baits. I wasn't catching anything today on a chatterbait, and I love throwing a chatterbait, but didn't get a bite on chatterbait today. I didn't have much wind this morning. I usually like wind when I'm throwing a chatterbait. So today I used a small little white grub. I got a video coming up on that. And then I used a small tube, and I'm putting together a video on this small tube because I'd never used it before, and I'm pretty impressed with it. So I'll be putting together a video on that. Another thing that happened, you notice my intro and you'll see the exit. A good friend of mine named Ryan, I met him through the channel. He volunteered to do some drone footage, and we were out here, and he's flying his drone around. And his drone goes about 40 miles an hour. My boat goes about 30, so he had no problem keeping up with me. But he makes drones that go all the way up to 130 miles an hour, so I think that's really cool. My wife's kind of got the reins on me right now. I'd like to get a drone, but she's like, you don't really need a drone. And so now I got to figure out a way to convince my wife that I need a drone. Those things look a lot of fun to me. But I got a drone video coming up. I did the pre-edit. My wife's going to do the final edit. We found some music for it. Probably a 4, 5, or 6 minute video of just a drone out here at Nacimiento, which I think is going to be really cool. So look forward to that before long. And thank you guys for tuning in. One of the things I really enjoy is when I meet you guys out here. It is just super, super fun.
Dalton, man!
Out here on a sunny day, getting ready to go. So when I'm out here fishing, stop by, say hello. I am all for it. Love hanging around with bass fishermen, outdoors people. as a whole, we tend to share a lot of the same values and think a lot alike, and I like that. But when I started doing these fishing reports, I wasn't sure what to do, so I just kind of went with what I would look for in a fishing report. But I am open to suggestions. If there is something that if there's more information I can give you, if there's better information I can give you, let me know. Please comment. And if I can give that to you, believe me, I'd be more than happy to. Well, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Had a lot of fun today. I plan on wrapping it up. And my wife, I got to lose some weight. So my wife's got me on this, I don't know, kind of a keto diet. But don't let her know. I'm going to sneak off and go get me some onion rings right now. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I'll talk to you next time.